Hey, this is Insetic,
And this is Blank Tester.
and this is Downhill Domination again.
Last time we talked about whether or not these mountains were fictional or real, and instead of asking, we decided not to make asses out of ourselves. We just looked for someone else to, and what do you know? Someone did.
So, thanks to you, and especially thanks for using Cha-Cha.
Yeah.
I don't know anyone in real life that uses Cha-Cha.
I know one guy who told me to use Cha-Cha like 4 years ago, and that was it. That was the last I ever heard of Cha-Cha.
So anyway, this is Mount Zorkovaska
We're gonna get a bunch of Cha-Cha fans.
in Russia. It
Chewing us
is
out.
so very, very Russian.
I don't actually think Zorkovaska sounds Russian, honestly.
It sounds like they just threw Russian
Syllables in there, yeah.
together.
Like, I have expected the R to be backwards.
Well, that's the font and not like the actual.
Well, there is a
Whereas-
letter like that, and that's like in Russian, that letter is ya, and then in Russian they also have an R, you know. So
Yeah, but
I think, correct me if I'm wrong.
lots of the places in this game sounded like they tried to be foreign but weren't. Like a lot of them are like 3-syllable, 4-syllable. Like what the Hawaii one was like Konawaki.
Yeah.
This is Zorkovaska. The one in Japan is Imasaki.
I bet that means something completely.
I mean, we're not Hawaiian, Russian, or Japanese, so we don't know, what kind of naming sense goes into actually naming things. We would name something like Cedar Creek or something.
I wouldn't name anything
We'd,
Cedar
we'd,
Creek.
we'd look around, see some cedar trees, look down,
I feel like
see
Cedar
a
Creek is the name of something.
Cedar Rapids, Cedar Falls, and it's got to be. Yeah, me, I'd probably just name my city Inseticville.
Inseticville, that's what you'd go with.
What would you name your city?
I don't know. I'd have to think about that.
Okay, think about that. About Mount Zorkovaska, you can see that at least the freeride tracks are extremely wide.
I know what I'd name my city.
What?
Hogsmeade.
Cool. Extremely wide with a lot of paths to take and also a lot of environmental hazards to watch out for. Like, you have this running theme of...
That looked really, really bad.
You have this running theme of the races being planned out extremely poorly.
Yeah.
And right here, they're not even bothering to break off all the loose-ass stalag...
Tights might. I don't.
Isn't
that totally should have?
Isn't it like you might want to watch out for things falling from the ceiling, so the ones in the ceiling are called stalagmites?
Maybe. I don't
God,
know.
literally every person in the world has this debate, because no one can remember. But anyway.
It's not really a debate. It's more of a question.
More of a question and problem. Here we're intruding on all these workers, so again, didn't even tell them to clear out.
Right, and like there's stalactites and mites and
Later on, we started
bites.
blowing past like army people or something. So
yeah, you pass a tank at some point.
either they didn't even bother to tell them, or we're breaking
we're terrorists.
we're breaking the entirety of Russian law.
Yeah, see, I think those were soldiers.
Sent to stop us.
Yeah, sent to stop us. There's a Humvee of some kind or something. I would have probably just tried to go left and just gone down the mountain.
Yeah, some of the shortcuts are pretty obvious, but then also there are some things that look like shortcuts but aren't.
They're just gonna get you killed.
They're just gonna send you off a cliff. But also some of the shortcuts are pretty well hidden. Like
You just went in. Oh my god, that was quite a rock you went through.
I hit a tree and then I went through a rock. Yeah, there's a tank.
There's the tank, yeah.
Yeah, like
Why didn't you hop in it?
because I can't.
Oh.
So, yeah,
You took that guy out.
anyway,
Punch the cat. Yeah.
that's like a wolf or something. But anyway,
Whatever.
okay. I'm going to admit right now, over the course of this LP, I'm not going to take all the shortcuts. I don't even know where all of them are. Like I said, these levels are huge. There's a lot going on at any point in time. If there, at least in a free ride course, there's usually 2 different paths, always. Now, I say that was really painful, but...
I don't know, there was a lot of smoke, I couldn't see it.
But yeah, sometimes I might see the ending to a shortcut, but I don't know where it would start. Like, since I can't just choose to start halfway down the level, I usually just pick one path and I stick with it. Like the path to victory, if you will.
Victory. Oh, wait, I just realized we haven't said this yet. Extreme!
Almost as hard to ride as it is to
Yeah.
stay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extreme victory.
But
XV.
again, in Mountain Cross, you don't really have to care about that problem. There's really only one way you can go. Well, even then, usually the tracks have like different stuff on the left and the right of the one track, like this set of moguls over here or this set of moguls over here.
Wait, is this wait, did we already pass the one where you restarted?
No, that's the third
Oh, okay.
race. I guess I could bring that up later, unless you want us to.
No, it's fine. We can just talk about it then. I thought there was this one, but it wasn't.
Yeah. Again, knowing how to do the tracks is knowing how to jump off one jump and land on the backside of another, and that's more than just practice. That's basically memorization.
Yeah.
There's just
Because
so
jumps are different heights and different spaces and, you know, all that good stuff.
But these tracks are a bit forgiving. I mean, I might be bumbling it up some, but I still get first place.
Yeah.
Just make sure to never stop sprinting.
Right.
Unlike in technical downhill where you kind of want to take it a little slow, at least at first.
This game seems a lot more forgiving than Freak Style.
Ah, yes, freak style. We talked about that a bit behind the scenes a few minutes ago. Yeah, one of the games I picked up for the series is Freak Style. Oh my god, that's a hard game, and you basically can't mess up once.
Yeah.
But once you know what to do, I mean, I think the game's a bit fun. Freak Style, that is. So what the heck, I'll do
another
it.
thing we talked about behind the scenes was that that there's in the bike shop you can see there's no way that I can see that tells us what your skills or what your current current stats are.
Okay, but yeah, what he's trying to say is that sure, you're looking at parts and you could see how they'll affect your bike, but you don't know, like, you
Where
don't
you
really
started.
remember where you started from, so that's a bit tough. Also, okay, I'll admit, for the technical downhill here, I'm going to go about 20 seconds into the course and then I'm going to restart, because I don't exactly remember what happens at the start, and I just screw myself over and over.
Word.
So I'm just leaving.
Nearly screwed there, but you're good.
So I'm just leaving this in to show that if you don't know what's going to happen, yeah, this isn't going to be an extremely fun time.
I think downhill domination, like like technical downhill, like that right there, these courses should be built in real life and like populated with people and working people and,
Anyway.
and polar bears and stuff, and it should be an Olympic sport.
Anyway, restarting doesn't hurt you at all. Like, you just go back to the start of the event, but you don't lose any other progress. So, armed with the knowledge of what happens in the first 20 seconds of the level, I make it through so much more smoothly.
Woo!
I mean, like, when I do it right, it looks good, and yeah, I cut out some of the restarts. So I look really better than I am. Of course, someone who does anything, like, really good, makes it look easier than it is.
Right.
Like I've mentioned countless times, this game's just tough, and you kind of ride on the seat of your pants.
Right on the seat of your bike.
Yeah,
Yeah.
another figure of speech. And I'm going to admit, I'm going to make a shocking secret here. Everything's out in the open. There's either complete transparency or no transparency, whatever
I don't know what
whatever
you're
that
talking
phrase
about,
is.
go
But
for
but so, over the course of this LP, a few of these tracks I've never played before.
That's not really shocking. I mean, it's not like it's like, oh yeah, everybody knew that, but I'm not sure that. Oh my god, that looked so messed up.
I'm not going to say which ones, because it's not a lot. It's maybe just like 2 or 3 at max out of the 24, I guess. But yeah, there's relatively little difference between a blind run and a run really where you know what you're doing, because there's just so many obstacles to dodge. So even if I played something many times, I'll still probably do a whole bunch of things wrong. I'll just, have a higher chance of getting first place.
Yeah, you've been getting kind of lucky here, and then you suddenly don't. And that looked really painful.
It suddenly becomes like 1,000 Ways to Die BMX edition.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Off to Mount Little Rock. That's how I choose to pronounce it.
Also, we get another superfluous rank
Expert.
upgrade.
Expert racer.
We're expert, so we get a little more cash for everything. We still don't get any new bikes. We still don't get any new sponsors. We only get those once we become pro. And
Do you get
in Super Career, that takes a while because we're halfway through now.
Yeah.
And we're not exactly
So
there.
do you get to pro halfway through and then just get sponsors after each race?
When you get pro, like I said last time, you get pro bikes and you get sponsors, which are new jerseys.
Sure.
And the bikes you have and the jerseys you have carry over between careers. So once I finish Super Career, if I start specialized freeride career where I only do the freeride courses, I'd have those pro bikes right from the start. So the beginnings become even easier. And also I'd unlock new jerseys along the way.
Oh.
People. Eventually, if you do enough, you start unlocking jerseys with powers attached to them. You get a Camelback jersey, and it has a water bottle backpack, and your sprint refills itself faster because it's like you have a water bottle to drink.
Oh,
but
wow. That's kind of cool.
Since they're the same tracks, I don't really know if I'm going to show off many of the careers. But that's we're halfway through Super Career. We've seen half of the tracks the game has to offer, and this has been episode 4.
Woo!